part of for me is that like they are financially aware,
Exactly.
right? And it's a conversation that they're comfortable having.
Exactly.
That's a very, very, very literate family. I like it.
All that's said is done. All that's done.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Dima Otitu and my co-host for today is
Didi.
Thank you very much for coming. And
Thank you, ma.
So in today's video, first of all, I want to introduce this particular series that we want to start, which is Unpopular Opinion from Us. So this is something that I think at first we started a podcast where we wanted to share some things that happen in the society, our take on it and all of that. But inconsistency and procrastination and laziness took over and we didn't continue.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that we can bring it back because sometimes our opinions can be very funny. In today's one, we're going to be talking about a post we saw on Instagram that I think you guys would also want to listen to and then probably share your own opinion as well. The Instagram story we saw was about a man complaining to people that his wife is asking him to pay for her to give birth to their baby. Before we start sharing our opinion, Raji will read the story for us and then I'll probably put it on the screen. If you don't want to listen to her read it.
You don't like my voice.
Yeah, so she's going to read it out and then we'll share our opinions and even talk about, women and men and marriage in general, even though we are not married. But yeah, so
Welcome. Thank you for listening. What a debate. So, I am 34 and my wife is 29 and it's a heterosexual marriage. She has asked me to pay her almost $50,000 to have our child and I'm not quite sure what to do. I have known or been dating my wife for 6 years and we have been spiritually married for 2 years. And we are not legally married, although at this point we are essentially common law. We are both high earners, both earning over $75,000 a year after tax. We purchased our home together and we have agreed to split the finances 50-50. We paid for our wedding, honeymoon, everything 50-50, although I did pay for the cost of our rings and our engagement ring. Our mortgage payments were 50-50 and we comfortably own our own home. So much of our income goes to savings, investments, home improvements and discretionary spending. Because of our income, it would be best to keep our finances separate. We are both highly independent people and both very career driven. It's the part of the reason I'm so attracted to her. She's amazing at what she does and I'm so proud to be able to introduce her as my wife and explain what she does. Unfortunately, our 2 years of marriage were hampered by COVID and lockdowns. We would have loved to have traveled and saved up quite a bit in order to do this. A couple of months ago, we had a talk and decided it might be a good time to have kids instead of continuously waiting for better or safer conditions to travel. Without too serious discussion about it, we decided to stop using birth control and let things happen as they will. Yesterday, I came home and my wife was on the phone. She seemed like she was in a hurry to end her conversation and tried to evade my question when I asked who she was talking to. It was her sister. They don't talk a lot, so that was a bit weird. She still works from home, so she continued to do some work. Then we had dinner and watched some news. Regular pleasant evening. Then she says she wants to have a serious talk and asked me to make us some tea and meet her upstairs for workplace. That's like bougie. Make us some tea. Bougie. I make the tea, bring it up, and she starts talking financials. Her workplace allows for maternity leave for up to a year, but only provides 50% of her salary for up to 6 months. The remaining 6 months is unpaid. She was very direct and said that while her insurance would cover the vast majority of hospital-related costs during pregnancy and childbirth, taking a 6-month break from work would cost her almost $50,000, since her pay would be cut in half. She's asking me to compensate her for $50,000 in addition to agreeing to split any related but unexpected costs to pregnancy and childbirth. Her stance is that she is doing something for us to start a family, but it's not a true 50-50 split. She's expected to take a financial hit for it, and I'm not, given that our finances are separate. She had a printed list of expectations in terms of what she expected financially, listed some things that her insurance may not cover. I see the logic in that, but I'm very turned off by this because she's essentially asking me to pay to have our child or children. She saw my hesitation and just doubled down. While her idea is to return to work after 6 months, she says it's a real possibility that she may require more time off and decide as things happen to take up to a year off. So she had another plan drafted for that. For the first 6 months, her work would give her 50% of her salary and I would compensate her for the rest. But for the next 6 months, since her work will not compensate her, and because this loss is something she's doing for the family. She is comfortable splitting the loss of her income and only asking me for 50% of her salary instead of 100% for the second 6 month period, and she will take the loss of 50% of her salary. The idea I get for both of us to suffer half of the loss of the income for the second 6 month period. However, if she takes 7 to 11 months off, any month after the 6 periods can be prorated. Sounds like a financial book, okay. She expressed that she anticipates and hopes to return to work in 6 months, but that she wants a contingency plan in the event that she requires a year off. She said that taking more than a year off is something she is unlikely to do as to put her job at risk, but that she's open to exploring a third plan with me if I feel that's necessary. There are also detailed notes about how she wants to keep the housework split, with plans to start saving for childcare and additional housekeeper expenses for at least the first 4 years. I kid you not, it's a 16-page ring binder that she handed me with detailed notes, some explanations, and a list of expenses. But the immediate and essential element there is that she wants me to pay $50,000 to $100,000 to compensate her for the loss of her salary for 6 to 12 months as a result of having a child. I mean, that's the gist.
Well, maybe I'll start first by congratulating the both of them, honestly, for having such high-paying jobs. The woman earning over $175,000 a year, and
said she should make her tea. I mean, you don't say tea.
So like, it's something very, very impressive, because we know in this our age, like most times the idea is that the woman usually earns less or doesn't even earn up to $100,000 a year. But seeing her earning over 175K, she must really be a bad bitch. Like,
yeah,
I'm truly impressed. And then the second one that I'm also very impressed about is the fact that the both of them have actually agreed to do 50-50. Mm-hmm. We all know that most times when a woman earns, her money is her money and the husband's money is our money.
Yeah.
So first of all, hats off to the both of them for agreeing the 50-50, and they've been keeping up to that. So now
another hats off for me is that like they are financially aware,
exactly.
Right? And it's a conversation that they're comfortable having.
Exactly.
That's a very, very, very literate family. I like it.
Yeah, because I know that for me, even to come up with the idea of telling you to pay me as the Nigerian that I am, first of all, as a Nigerian person, the normal thing that we know is that the man always provides.
Yeah, exactly.
So this 50-50 thing is a new thing for for people. So like her even asking for it. First of all, I'm super impressed by the both of them. Yeah. So now we are going to go into the detail. I want to ask you, like, what is your take on this? Like, do you think she asking for that 50K is worth it? And like, is this something you think you can even do?
I mean, I like it. I have never thought about it today. I don't know. I've not thought of what will happen around that 6 months, 1 year, what will happen. But then I actually like it. Why? Because the woman is the one that will leave her job or take a pause in her career, right? While the man continues to advance. And then she is somewhat stalled for that year. So if she's going to be stalled for the year, then he should pay for that stalling, right? If you're assuming, okay, let's say maybe the man has been the one paying or somebody else has been paying and they don't have a system, fine. But then since they have a system that they've been paying 50-50 all through and it has been going well, this is still 50-50, yeah. I mean, I don't think I'll have the mind to ask my husband to give me $50,000, right, or be paying me salary. But my own is that, my dear, you pay for all the child care. As long as I'm not working, let money not leave my pocket.
But if you look at it, like, this is your child as well, right?
I will better this kid, right? My stomach carried this baby.
Yeah.
I will take care of the child. But I mean, if they are doing 50-50, right? Mm-hmm. In that period of time, they cannot be doing 50 since she's not earning money. Yeah. Right? They cannot be doing, she won't be taking 50% from her. Because if it's percentage based, right, and it's percentage based by income, she is not getting any money there. So there's no 50% to bring out.
Yeah.
You get. So if they're going to still split the child care while the child is born 50-50, then they have to give her the 50% to pay because he is not taking any hits, but she's taking the hits.
Yeah. So like, well, if you think about it, right? So it means that if he pays her the 50%, he's still also going to bring out 50%, and she is not bringing out any more money. So
no, she will. She will bring out.
No, from the message, she said that she's not supposed to take any financial, for the next 6 months, she's not supposed to take any financial responsibility.
Let me see what she said. That it's not a true 50-50 split if she's expected to take a financial hit for it, and I'm not giving her financials as separate. She has printed a list, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Because I know where she says she should still be paying her 50-50, and she give her 50 to pay.
Okay, it's very interesting because like this is something very new for her to even sit down and come up with that idea. Like, I have never thought about it. Like I thought about when I get married and I take my maternity leave. I know that if I'm still going to be in Germany, they give us 1 year maternity leave, and then the first 6 months the company pays, and then the remaining 6 months I think the government pays.
I beg you should continue because I don't want to have choose. Like I'm blabbing my mouth. I'm talking sharp mouth. I don't want to have a conversation with anybody. They can't report me to my mother, and when I say, what am I doing? What am I asking my husband to be dashing me money?
Okay, so her opinion is that he should he should bring the money, right? So I think I would also go for the same because I mean you've already started the 50-50 split, right? And then if you truly check it, I even feel like the woman is taking more hits because one, her body is going to change. Two, her career is going to be on a hold. Her mind you get a lot of things, and we all know that even when the child comes, the woman is also going to put in more time into taking care of the child that she might not really 100% have the time she used to have before.
Exactly.
Do you get? So now that is what we think. It is my opinion. So please do not take it out of context. You're entitled to your opinion just as we are. But then what I would want to ask you again is, like, what do you think about this 50-50 situation? Like, do you think it really makes sense, or you just believe in the man is his sole responsibility to provide?
I believe in 50-50. I mean, not 50-50 in the sense, right? I believe in percentages in the home, right? If I want to get married today, I'm my husband to be, we're going to sit down. Whoever earns more, you know how we do ratio in school. You're earning $40K, or I'm earning $60K. 40 divided by 60 is what 2/3. The other person is paying this to. We will share whatever finances we're going to do it in ratios, right? If your income increases, we do the ratio again, and we get the ratio, and we're going to pay from there. That's so. Like, I don't believe in the man being the sole provider, right? That's why you see our parents because it's very. I don't know if it's obtainable in Yankee, but I know that in Nigeria it's like it's a given that when you are in the man's house, he's now your liability and he's your umbrella, and that brings up a lot of insults and a lot of stress on the man itself. So I don't believe in like somebody's son just stood up and then your one is to get married, have kids, and somebody else takes your responsibility. No.
Yeah. I just feel like it's really unfair what the society does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, unless maybe you guys have agreed, like the both of you're going to be the housewife while I go out to provide. If that is the case, then the man should take the sole responsibility of providing, because that is like the agreement you guys had. But if you're a woman and your working is working, you guys maybe have nannies and people that take care of things. I just believe that share it equally. Let it be okay. Maybe if it may not even necessarily be the finance aspect of it, right? It could also be like, okay, you're going to be the one to bring the kids. This is what it's going to take for you to bring the kids. I will be the one to handle this situation. But like, let's not make it a totally 100% for the man to provide, especially if it's not an agreement that you're going to be a housewife while he goes out to provide.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are having issues like, 50-50 is feminism, blah, blah, blah. I actually think it benefits both genders.
Yeah, it benefits,
because a lot of men are going through badass mental health issue because the world has dropped how many kg of load on them to carry because of provision. And then many men get married. The bubbly man you knew before marriage entered marriage and like his mind just goes away, right? So it benefits both of them. As we're talking share the money financially, we're also talking share the kitchen work, share the housework, because I don't believe that any gender was born into anything. We women were not born with a spoon. in our mouth. And men were not born, I don't know, they're not born working, right? It's just the social construct.
Yeah.
And I think this whole thing came from the olden days where men went out to hunt, while women stayed at home
to do every other
But
thing.
now everybody goes out to hunt, right? If we all go out to hunt, when we come back, nobody should put their leg on the table and the other person's in the kitchen. You get share the stuff, share everything so that everybody will be, or just like, I mean, I think it's different strokes for different folks, right?
Yeah.
As your family, just make sure that one person is not
Suffering more than the mother. It could be the woman, it could be the man. Maybe the man, maybe all he just does really is just bring the money, while the woman also goes out, brings the money, but then takes care of every other thing. It's just going to be very, very unfair. I just feel like, just see it as in a relationship, maybe we're living together, and every time I expect you to clean the house, cook for me, and then all I just do is if I come back, I'll bring food for you.
Yeah, no.
It's really unfair. So that's how I see marriage. I just see marriage as partnership.
It's partnership.
Like,
It's 50-50.
it's supposed to be 50-50. I know that in some cases, it's not going to be always 50-50, because one person at some point will be doing more than the other. While at a particular point,
I think like it's not like 50-50 on one thing. I think 50-50 in the whole. Yes, the men and women have different strengths, right? And different weaknesses, and we're like wired different ways. 50-50 doesn't mean if I carry this big bag, this big gallon, you should carry this big gallon. No. We all know that men have more physical strength than many men. I know there's some other cases, but many men have more physical strength than the women. So if your strength is to carry the gallon and her strength is to cook a delicious food and bring out, 50% carry the gallon, 50% she brings the delicious food when you come back from keeping the gallon.
True.
That's it.
True. I think another thing I also want to bring up is how financially responsible they are. As a person, you're supposed to be very responsible. That we can do more as people, and then especially as women, because a lot of times we just, especially where the country I'm coming from, most times people just think that you have to wait for the man to come and save you, but you can actually do the saving yourself. You can, and the thing is that when you work hard to provide for yourself, you will see that a lot of things that you think you actually need somebody for, you truly don't.
There's a flex to it, to be honest.
So like, I just think that everybody should be responsible, and then also try to be financially responsible. Like, know what is what you need to have, what you have, how you're going to manage your home. I know we're not married. We aren't, but we're just talking from.
We have a home here, guys. Like, the three of us live here, and then we've been doing financial dividing since, I don't know, since forever. Since a very long time, because we're roommates since, even when we're not in the same room, we're still roommates. So
you get, like, so it just helps you live in peace.
Yeah.
It just helps the home. It just makes the home a home, so that you don't, maybe you're outside and you're regrets, I should come with all these quarrels and all of that.
Yeah.
Because most of I've actually noticed that most things that happen in families, most situations, most times it usually revolves around money.
Yeah,
so
especially from where we come from. It revolves around. You see a woman, right? The woman is probably doing something, no matter how low key, and then the man is in financial problem. And then, and to bring that money so that your children will eat, you're like, you will pay me back the money. Why is the person paying? Why is he paying back? Do you not eat the food in your mouth?
Exactly. True. Very true.
And there's this thing, guys, I don't know why the thing is becoming viral. I can't understand it. That when a girl goes for a date with a man, like he's supposed to pay her.
I saw it.
Oh my god, that's the most disgusting.
I saw it. Like, he's supposed to pay the transport. If you don't have the transport, like, don't go. Unless maybe the person says, let's say for example, you do not have the money to go. Tell the person, I'm sorry, I can't come because I don't have this money. If you invite me on a date and I don't have money to pay for what I'm going to eat or transport myself, I'm not coming. So unless you tell the guy that, oh, I don't have this money, this is why I cannot come, and then the guy tells you, oh, I'll foot the bill. Yeah. But not you imposing it on the person that because
he came out of the world with a penny,
he should want to pay for. If you don't have the, don't go.
Like, if you're going to beg, carry Babiola cup and sit down in the street and beg. Don't be like, it's a very disgusting thing. Like, it's the construct thinking that somebody is supposed to pay something for you is stupid.
I just feel like as a society, as people, we can do better.
Yeah.
We can really, really do better. And I think that's it. Do you have any other things?
That's it. I like the woman in the comments. I like the what we just read. I like her. I learned from her. You will calculate it, my guy. I'm not bringing out money till you, like, if I'm going to not 100, they're not going to pay me, and you're going to keep working. Now you may be taking
Alright guys, so this brings us to the end of this particular video. Let us know what your opinions are as well.
Please don't kill me. It's what I know. Please, you know that you know that can help me to learn.
So if you're a guy watching this, do you think it's fair on your part that the man should pay the $50,000 to the wife since she will be working and he will be working? And then if you're a woman, do you think that what she did was very wise by telling the man to bring this particular amount of money since she's going to be seated at home? Let me know what your opinions and thoughts are on this particular topic. Make sure to also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and we will see you in our next video. Bye! What's doing you?
Cashew nuts in my teeth.